Okay, Gil, I'm going to have you watch this whole process you went through here. We're in your think box, now in the play box, and you're going to rehearse the feelings of that, what I call the Nicholas drill. You start out in front of yourself and get that good rhythm going back and through. And it's helping you turn through, swing through, turn through, and use that good ground to shift the weight into the ball of that left foot and then unwind all the way through the shot. So that was a good rehearsal into a nice rhythmic swing. You notice how you're able to hold your balance over there pretty well. All right, so that gives you an example. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to add a couple drills here at the end that I did not attach to the last one, but they will go on this video for you, so you'll have the drills all in one reference video clip, starting with the one that we did right there and a few additional ones that I've got here for you. So, hi, I'm Brewer. I'm a PGA professional, and this exercise that I'm going to show you, I explain to all my students. It's about think box, play box. And originally, P. and Nielsen came out with this, and I love it. I share it with almost every student that goes through our program. And the concept is this: when you're learning how to do something different in the golf swing, it's good for you to be conscious about it. So in preparation, you want to stay in your think box, which there's an imaginary line here on the ground. I'm in my think box here. If I cross over here, now I'm in my play box. So back over here in the think box, because we don't want to be thinking in the play box. Over here, I'm going to work on a little drill that I want to feel. So I'm feeling the sensation of what I want to feel right now, feeling the good rhythmic swing that I want. And now I feel like I'm ready to execute the shot. I step out of the think box into the play box. I get ready, and I go. Now, the time you want to spend here is very minimal. I like to be in and out of here in about 5 seconds. If you get in here and you start overthinking, best to kind of step back over here for a second in the think box. Don't think in the play box. That'll help you immensely, and not only improving your technique and bridging the new feel into your ability to create the habit, but it also will be a routine you can take to the golf course and play with. Hi, I'm Brad Brewer, PGA professional. A good starting point for a golf swing needs to feel like it has some dynamic flow. Tend to get a little bit stiff, a little bit tight, and so this is a great drill right here that's going to help you get some flow. And it's one in which I used to watch Jack Nicklaus do all the time. If it's good enough for him, it's probably good enough for us, right? And he would get the club out in front of himself like this in a post-impact position, and then as he would start away, he'd feel like he'd turn his chest away and let the club catch up. So start out in front, turn your chest away, let the club catch up, and it's going to help you get a nice rhythmic flow to your swing where you're feeling the dynamics of your arms and the club swinging along with the chest turning. It certainly is going to help you improve that nice sweeping movement away. Hi, I'm Brad Brewer, PGA professional. See a lot of people that struggle by trying to get the club into a good position. They're really focused on acceleration, and acceleration is important, but more important than acceleration is angle of approach. And so I'm going to talk a little bit how we can do that. And the tendency that most people get is they try to swing the club forward before they start to shift, and that throws them out of sequence and also causes a cast. So to get out of that sensation, what I want you to feel like you do is complete your backswing, split your hands, and get the feeling that you're going to shift your weight. Just feel like your feet and your knees kind of rock to the forward side. You notice when I do that, the club is starting to fall down into this delivery position, yet I have not released an angle. So turn it back, split your hands, shift, and then from here you can go ahead, turn and swing. So in sequence, you want to feel that that angle of approach is coming down with a held angle like that, and it's happening from your lower body movement. You work on this, it's going to help you synchronize your forward motion swing, where you feel like you shift first before you turn, and then you finally swing at the end. Hi, I'm Brad Brewer, PGA professional. I'm going to give you a tip on how to get into a better position and have a more dynamic chipping, pitching motion. So the first thing I'm going to recommend is placing the ball about center of your stance, and that's where this rod is right here.
And at this particular point, all I'm going to do is lean my feet a little bit to the forward side. Both feet are going to lean forward, so I'm going to feel like I rolled to the outside of the left, and I'm going to roll inward to the right. That kind of anchors me a little bit more on this forward side. I want to keep that as stability, and I want to feel like I'm staying leaned into that shot as I swing back. My swing back is just more of a swing with the club head setting my wrists, and at this point, just turn your chest going forward. So it's a feeling of leaning into it with your left side, hinge the club, turn your chest forward. Hinge it, turn it forward. Let the body pivot do the majority of the work on the forward swing. What you're going to find is you're going to be able to bottom out a little bit more further on the forward side. You're not going to get the tendency of trying to control it with your hands. Your power source is really from the rotation of your core moving through. Hi, I'm Brad Brewer, PGA professional. I've got a great tip that I got from one of my dear friends, Ian Baker Finch, one of the best putters I've been around. And you pay attention to this one, it'll help you make a lot more putts. Now, the last time I played with him, I was struggling on the greens, and he noticed that I was trying to control everything with my hand and forearm. And he gave me this simple little tip. He said, try to feel like you create lag in your putter head going back and going through. Leg going back, leg going through. He goes, you're an artist, Brad. It's like having a brush stroke, and you're going to brush away, brush through. So I said, how do you do that? He said, try to feel it from your upper shoulder. So he feels like he pushes the putter head away with his left shoulder, and he pushes it through with the right shoulder. So it's left shoulder, right shoulder, and get some lag. So the feeling will be, hold the putter head nice and soft, left shoulder, right shoulder, left shoulder, right shoulder, and feel like the putter head, legs going back and legs going through on those two forces. You start to sense that, and you're going to get a much better rhythmic stroke. The putter head is going to stay lower to the ground, and you're going to be much more solid with your strike every single time. I'll guarantee it's going to help you make a lot of putts.